Hello, thanks for being here. I'm Erin. The way you start your sentences matters for two reasons. Number one, the first few words set a tone for the reader, gets their mind around the right thing to prepare them for what you're going to say. And secondly, those first few words could make or break whether your reader decides to continue reading. So let's look at 3 easy ways to start your sentences with impact, and one sentence start you totally want to avoid because it does not have a lot of impact at all. Let's get into it. So option number 1 of 3 ways to start your sentences with impact, we're going to look situational. It's not always going to be the same choice. It's going to depend on our writing situation, right? Remember that truth. There's no one right way to write. It always depends on the situation. So, option 1, if concision is your ultimate goal and no matter what else, you just want this to be brief, tight, concise. You've heard me say it before, and here's a review. Lead with who and what. So we have a long, not super impactful sentence that starts out weakly. It is noteworthy that. What is the topic? We have no idea. That's a way that we sometimes start a sentence because we've heard people do that, but it doesn't actually help the reader. So it's not as professional as it may sound. It is noteworthy that we have not yet heard the details from management. You've heard me say it before. There's an easy way to make this sentence concise and nice without having to edit every word. You just decide who did something, put them in the front. Management has not shared the details yet. So that's option 1 when you are trying to be very concise. Option 2, maybe urgency matters. Maybe time matters a lot. I would put the when in the beginning if I knew that something were coming up very soon, very urgent to let people know that, or that there's a deadline, right? Or a change that's going to matter. So we will start using a new protocol tomorrow. I used the who, what structure that we just talked about as a concise way to start that sentence. But what if I'm thinking, actually, it's the date that matters. It's the fact that this is new and it's happening very soon. Let's put our when in the front. Tomorrow, we will start using a new protocol. One more option, maybe it's not about concision. Maybe your goal is not about urgency. Maybe you're thinking, you know what? I'm not sure this idea is going to be popular. That is when I lead with why. If somebody needs to know why, they may not support the idea without knowing why, etc. So instead of please watch these videos before class so you have the needed background, maybe I'm thinking, ooh, what if people are kind of like, I don't have time to watch a lot of videos before class. Well, I'm going to put the why up front to show why it matters. That is more convincing in many cases. To get the needed background, please watch these videos before class. All right, so we've got 3 ways to do it, and now let's look at one way where I would recommend not to do it. The slow lead-in, right? Those words in the beginning of a sentence that just delay meaning. They might feel professional because we've heard them so much, but they don't really add meaning. Sentences that start with it is important to, there are, it has been, I'm writing to. I'm writing to inform you that we need an updated copy of your resume to keep your file current. By the time we get through the I'm writing to inform you, are we still paying attention? Let's try one of the tactics we looked at. Who and what in the front? We need your updated resume. Who and what in the front? You. Please send your updated resume. Or reason in the front, in case I'm thinking it's unpopular, to keep your file current, please send your updated resume. Okay, try these out. Let me know how you're using the 3 new sentence leads, ways to start with impact. Always going to depend on the situation though, right? You want to be concise, you want to be urgent, or you want to be more persuasive. Those are your 3 options. In none of those cases will a slow lead-in help, so try your best to stay away from those. All right, let me know how it goes and what questions you have, and I'll see you soon.